So the coronavirus has caused honest concern from business owners across our state and city. And here at Callahan and Rice Insurance, we have fielded many questions on the topic.
And some of those questions have related to business income. What happens if we have to shut down or if some of our clients stop doing business with us?
Right.
The other questions have revolved around what impact does this have on our employees? What happens if one of them gets sick? How do we deal with all of that?
And so we're going to answer those questions and more in this video. The truth is that finding coverage in this particular instance will be a tall order for your business. The insurance policies often have exclusions specifically naming viruses and bacterial contagions. However, we are going to look at a couple of examples to where coverage may apply in certain situations.
So I'm going to talk about workers' compensation as it relates to this coronavirus. So when we talk about workers' compensation, we need to go back to the beginning and really think about what is the purpose of this coverage. Workers' comp coverage is designed to protect the employee when the employee has a work-related injury or a work-related illness. So if the employee contracts the coronavirus as a result of their job in the course and scope of their work, then the expenses and the lost income that they experience being treated for this virus would be covered. Now, obviously, adjusters are going to ask a lot of questions about where has this employee been, where did they contract the virus. So if that does come up, we need to make sure that your employee takes great notes and makes documentation of where they've been, who they've been in contact with, so that they can quantify that this was truly a work-related injury.
Another area of concern for many business owners is business income coverage. When this coverage comes into play, we have to remember, again, why we have this coverage in the first place. It's really there and meant to allow you to recover lost revenue if a portion of your property is damaged by a covered peril. So the first thing that we need to know is, do we even have this coverage on our insurance policy in the first place? Then, if we've decided that we do have the coverage, could the coronavirus in any situation be considered a covered peril or cause of loss? In this situation, in many cases, it will not be covered because your physical property has not been damaged by a virus, and there are exclusions in the policy that would say as much. It's important to mention that the best opportunity that you would have to recover any kind of business income would be if a civil authority actually caused you to close your doors. In this case, it would be a health board that might tell the restaurants in this area to close for some certain reason, or if a government municipality were to close schools or some other thing that would directly impact your business. Any kind of voluntary closure out of an abundance of fear or concern would not be considered cause to activate the business income portion of the policy. The most important piece of advice that we can give you is to document the how and the why behind the coronavirus and how it's impacting your business. In order to have any opportunity of success with a claim in this particular instance, we need to know exactly, again, how and why your business was affected.
Most of the information that we've shared with you today is general in nature, and what you need to understand is that every policy with each company could be different, and so you need to do a couple of things. You need to read your policy, and then you also need to reach out to your insurance provider to talk about how you can mitigate the effects of this virus on your specific business, because your needs will be different than the next business.
On behalf of all of us here at Callahan and Rice Insurance, thanks for watching.